My name is Coix, back with another video along with Johnny from Expert Boxing, and in this video we're going to talk about the 3 ways you can learn boxing by yourself. Now there's many ways that you can actually learn boxing. You can get coached, or you can actually do it yourself and figure it out on your own in the garage, at home, in your home gym, whatever you have to do to learn boxing. Now, the top 3 ways that helped me a lot the most is I will watch boxing matches. So number 1, learn by watching. Whether it's sparring, you see other people, fighters, friends, sparring partners, you see the way they fight, see the mistakes they make, see what they right, catch on the little techniques that they move, the way they slide, the way they slip, the way they punch, the difference, the styles. You want to take all that information in and digest it and see it and watch how they do things. So you learn by watching and you put yourself in their shoes. And my coach Guillermo, my father, my trainer, he really put that on me a lot. What did Julio Cesar Chavez do right? Look at the way he throws the hooks to the body. Look at the way Bernard Hopkins sets up his jab. Stuff like that, he would just always tell me, and he had an eye for boxing. And if you get that eye for boxing by watching fights, you study fights, you see the little ticks that makes fighters, be explosive or why they were more conserved, and you could actually translate what's going on in a fight. That's going to help you for your boxing training and for your future fights. The second way to learn boxing is by listening. Your coach is the most experienced person in your corner who sees the fight, a fight that you probably may not be experiencing. They hold internally see and externally see a fight that you yourself may not be feeling. I remember I'm there in the ring, I'm fighting, and my dad comes up, "What was that?" And I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm doing just fine, I don't know what you're talking about. But he sees a different fight, and we feel a different fight. So when your coach is telling you what to do, or in sparring, or in training, you may not actually feel what they're saying is correct. But if you listen, you can really learn from what they're saying. The tactical explanations that they're trying to teach you, the technical terminology they're trying to show you, listen to what they had to say, have an open mind, and that's what's going to help you excel to the next boxing level, is by learning how to listen properly. You can't be a good fighter if you're in the ring and your coach is screaming at you, saying, "Throw a double jab," or whatever, and you're not doing it. You have to be able to be disciplined enough and let them pull the strings a bit, because they see a fight that you may not be experiencing. It goes to show how you will fight the next fight. If you weren't listening, probably because if you weren't listening to your coach in that fight, it's probably because you're not a good listener. And if you won that fight, remember, where I wasn't listening to my coach, it's probably because you're a good listener. So that's one way to learn boxing. And the third and final way to learn boxing is by doing it. You're hitting the bag, you're doing it by yourself, you're throwing hooks, you're throwing straights, you're throwing crosses, you're moving, you're feeling it in yourself. Am I doing it right? You learn by moving around, sparring. There's no other better way to learn boxing other than to just do it. You can watch all the videos, you can listen to all the philosophies, you can get hyped up from all these motivationals on YouTube, but if you're not doing it, there's no other way you're ever going to learn. You can't learn boxing by just reading it in a book. You have to go do it. The safest way is by watching it and listening it. The most dangerous way to learn boxing is by doing it. And those are my top 3 picks on the 3 ways you can learn boxing. All right, guys, my name is Coix. I'll see you in the next round. Be sure to follow me at all social media platforms at Will the Boxer and my YouTube channel at Coix. See ya.